You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
It was a heartbreaking and chaotic day in York County, Pennsylvania, where a violent incident claimed the lives of 3 police officers and left 2 others critically injured. The shooting took place in North Codorus Township on Wednesday, and the shock has rippled across the entire community. According to officials, the confrontation began while officers were serving a warrant related to a domestic investigation, which should have been a routine duty, turned into a deadly exchange of gunfire. By the time the situation was brought under control, 5 officers had been shot, 3 fatally, and the suspect involved was killed. The gravity of the tragedy was immediately felt. Pennsylvania State Police Commissioner Christopher Paris confirmed the loss during a press conference, his words carrying the weight of grief as he said, "The grief will be unbearable, but we will bear it." The surviving officers remain in critical but stable condition at Wellspan York Hospital, where enhanced security protocols were put in place as a precaution. Governor Josh Shapiro quickly traveled to the scene, lowering flags across the state to half-staff in honor of the fallen officers. He expressed deep sorrow, acknowledging that York County has endured too much trauma in recent months. He promised a thorough investigation and emphasized the sacrifice these officers made in service to their community. Statements of condolence and solidarity poured in from all corners, local leaders, federal agencies, and community organizations alike. Attorney General Dave Sunday, who previously served as York County's district attorney, called the deaths unfathomable, adding that he knew firsthand the professionalism and courage of the officers lost. Other state and national figures echoed his words, underscoring the growing concern about violence against law enforcement across the country. The Mexican consulate in Philadelphia also issued an alert, advising the local Mexican community to follow official instructions, though no direct connection to the incident was confirmed. Local schools were briefly placed on lockdown, but the order was lifted once authorities determined there was no continuing threat to the public. For residents of York County, the tragedy feels painfully familiar. Just months earlier, another officer lost his life in a separate shooting incident, leaving the community raw from repeated grief. Local officials described this as another tragic day for the county, asking neighbors to support one another as they face the long road of healing. The investigation remains active, led by Pennsylvania State Police with assistance from the FBI and ATF. While many questions remain unanswered, one thing is clear. This was not just an attack on law enforcement, but a wound to an entire community. York County now mourns the lives of 3 officers who began their day in service and did not return home. And even as investigations continue, the focus is on honoring their sacrifice and supporting the families and colleagues left behind. Stay subscribed for more videos.